Simon from WhatCulture here, and today I am with model, influencer, hero, Jessica Rose. How you doing, Jessica?
Very well, thanks.
Cool. Now, you very kindly agreed to answer some questions the lovely people of the WhatCulture audience have asked. So are you ready to do that right now?
Yeah.
With me today?
We'll see,
Okay.
hopefully.
All right, well, the first one comes from John Rodart, who wants to know, why are you training to be a professional wrestler?
I've always loved it, really. I used to play it on PlayStation when I was a kid and watch it all the time on Saturdays and Sundays. And as I've got older, I've played sport professionally in other areas, and I just, why not? Why not?
What other sports did you play?
I used to play water polo for Great Britain.
Well, right, so you've got some athletic pedigree then.
Yeah, so hopefully that's going to give me a bit of an edge on others.
Okay.
But we'll see how it goes.
How like, obviously that's quite a specific sport.
Yes.
How much harder is pro wrestling than water polo?
No, it's so much harder.
Is it really?
Yeah, honestly, because I don't know, I always found swimming and water polo just so easy.
Yeah.
And hence why I guess I did quite well. But wrestling is just another thing. And taking all the knocks, I'm not quite used to that. Like, even though I played a contact sport, it's a new level.
How are you finding the bumps? Because I'm trying to be a pro wrestler as well. I said that like a right idiot, but I am. And the bump, I'm really cool. But the bumps are that's what get. I wake up the next day. And
no matter how many times I do them, I'm still like a little bit like dreading them. And the next day, my neck and I can't move.
Oh yeah.
You ache all over.
Is the neck the worst? The neck's the worst for me.
Yeah, neck's the worst for me.
Yeah.
They obviously get used to it, but props to them for doing it every day in and out.
That's what gets me. I'm always like, how do they then get up the next? I need 2 days.
I know. I need
to
like
recover.
An ice bath.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's ridiculous, but we'll hopefully get used to it, both of us.
Oh yeah. Okay, so Kid Kingpin 17 wants to know how long you've been watching professional wrestling.
Probably since I was about 5 or 6. Like as
Really?
soon as I used to go to my next door neighbour's house, and he would always be watching it because I wasn't really allowed to watch it at home.
Oh, were you banned? Your parents like, nope, no wrestling for you?
Yeah, I think it was a bit too much for a little girl. But I remember going over and sitting there, and he had all his little action figures and all that. And I remember watching it and thinking they were the coolest thing, and then walking around shouting out, "That Kane's."
Can you remember like what wrestler was the first one that really took you aback? You're like, man,
I
they're
definitely
cool.
think it was probably The Rock. He's just so charismatic.
Yeah.
And it's just captivating watching him.
Next question comes from Zoo Calfa, who wants to know, who's your dream opponent if you ever do make it to the big leagues?
I reckon Bailey.
You want to fight Bailey?
Yes.
Okay, why?
Because I think she's just been killing it for so long.
Yeah.
And she's amazing and works so hard, and I think it'd be amazing to work with someone who wants to put in that much effort and has got such a passion for it herself.
Do you think you could beat her?
Yes, I'm going to say.
There you go. That's big. That's big talk now.
Let's give it 5 years, maybe.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. That's a good plan.
5-year goal is to beat Bailey.
Right, okay, 5 years, beat Bailey, win the women's title, take over WWE,
exactly, and then
become the biggest professional wrestler in the world.
Yeah.
Easy.
It's going to happen.
Sorted.
Don't see why not.
Why not? You got to believe.
Exactly.
If you don't believe in yourself.
If you don't believe.
Exactly. Who else is going to believe in you? Thomas Rodriguez wants to know, can you pronounce the wrestler's name El Ligero? I took my time with that because I've muffed it up before.
You can't, yeah.
No, I can now. El, take a pause, Ligero.
El Ligero.
Do it again.
I feel like I'm better than you. El Ligero.
Keep going.
El Ligero.
Yep.
El Ligero. El Ligero.
Okay,
El
you're better at it than me.
I'm the good one.
If you ever forget, you just think of leg and arrow.
arrow.
Yeah, that's what I do. But I didn't a few weeks ago, but
How did you say it?
I think I called him El Ligoro or something, or El, I don't remember. It's out there now.
Mistake.
Exactly.
On the internet forever.
Oh, and on my Twitter feed forever as well. I never ever get
Never
away
even
from
got
it, but
down.
it's fine. We all make mistakes, and it's what we do when we pick ourselves back up. The wonderfully named Zonmice wants to know, how was your first day of training when you went? How did you get through it? How did you feel? Well, I think we all know how you felt the next day, but when you first turned up, because I was nervous.
I was so nervous. And I hadn't done anything like that before, sort of thing. And I turned up, and because I live in quite a small town, it was just me and this bunch of men, and I was the only girl there.
Wow,
only
so that's a
girl,
bit...
all these big guys,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh my God, I'm not gonna be able to keep up. Like, it wasn't like there was this beginner's class. I literally got thrown in at the deep end. So I was so nervous, and they had me doing all sorts which I was not used to, and stuff that I didn't even do in the trial. So I was completely in the deep end, but it was fab, so sore and so tiring.
Yeah.
But it's good. They definitely tried to break me on the first
But I
day.
quite like that. Is it the warm-up that really, because they did the warm-up with me and I was like, I'm going to die. And my brain said halfway through the warm-up, leave now. Leave, just leave.
See,
just
for
walk
me,
out.
they were making me do things. They were like, it was like an initiation
Yeah.
that I had to like do these things off the top ropes, and I was like, I could not even stand on them without wobbling yet.
Oh, it's terrifying. Oh, it's absolutely terrifying.
Horrible,
Yeah.
absolutely horrible. But I got through it eventually.
And you went back. That's the key. Because a lot of
Yeah.
people don't go. So why did you go like this? Let's go again. I mean,
I just loved it. It gave me a bit of a rush.
Yeah.
It really does. And I just felt like a superhero. I really did.
oh, I get that.
I felt like this cool stuntman, wrestler, superhero that could kick ass.
Do whatever you want,
basically.
right? And it's the
Crazy.
challenge as well. Like,
Yeah, I
you don't-
like being it pushed me out of a comfort zone, which normally in sports I can pick up quite easily.
Yeah.
And it did make me be like, oh, right, hang on, I need to pay attention and do the physical move as well. It's not just you can go into autopilot, you really have to use your brain.
So Callum Surridge wants to know, who is your favourite wrestler right now?
I think with the girls, I'd say Nia Jax.
Yeah, good shout.
Yeah, I think she's fab, and I think that it's so good to see something a bit different in the Divas division in the way of her look and her character.
Yeah.
And I just think she's so dominant in the ring that it's so empowering for other girls, I think, of all different sizes and athletic backgrounds.
Yeah, anyone can make it.
Exactly. Doesn't matter who you are, what you're doing, where you're from. Everyone can make it.
What about the guys' side? What guys do you like in WWE right now?
I'm loving Enzo and Cass. I think they're hilarious.
Everyone loves Enzo and Cass.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're just so funny, and they just bring it to life. They really have. I think their characters are awesome.
It's true. Don't tell anyone, but I actually prefer Big Cass to Enzo. But you can't say that out loud because people get mad. What about on WCPW? You ever got any WCPW favourites?
I'd have to say Joe Hendry. Mm-hmm. I just think I love that he does the different entrances.
Yeah.
And
It's a charismatic guy.
yeah, I think for me, my favourites are always the ones that really bring their characters to life and are just so charismatic that you can't help but it's infectious. And you're on their side automatically.
Alex GHDV wants to know, obviously you're training to become a wrestler, which bit do you hate the most? There's always something you don't like. Always something not necessarily you don't like, but maybe it's just not as fun as the rest of it.
Yeah. I mean, the bruises are definitely a downside.
That's true, especially because you're a model as well. So
I get in so much trouble for having these massive bruises, and we're having to. I shouldn't say that my photos are photoshopped, but obviously, if I've got a massive purple bruise
get
on
rid
my
of
arm,
it.
then it's got to go.
it actually gets you turn up for a shoot and they're like,
Yeah.
what is that?
They're like, what have you been doing? Why are you covered? They're like, you're making so much work for us. We're gonna have to retouch this so much.
Yeah, well, you gotta do
so
it.
I get it, yeah. But at the moment, I'm hating when you do up and overs and stuff like that, and when you're having to jump and they're running between your legs on the internationals and stuff. It scares me so much because I think it's my fault if I land on you.
That's it, isn't it?
So yeah, but everyone's like, just keep doing box jumps and you'll get there. So I'm in the gym trying. So
You'll
we'll
get
see
there.
how it goes.
What about, how hard is it to balance, obviously you're training to be a pro wrestler,
Yeah.
and obviously you're a model as well,
Yeah.
that's what you do as a living.
Yeah.
How on earth do you balance both those things? Because they must be pretty time consuming, I would imagine.
Yeah, it's a bit of a struggle. I'm finding that maybe I can't go every week, but I'm so committed to keep going back,
Yeah.
and I really, really want this. So as long as I can fit it in as and when, I will go on above and beyond to make it back for a session.
Is that right?
But the boys at the place where I'm training are really good, and they squeeze me in all the time when I probably shouldn't, and they open up early and stuff. So they're really good to me, bless them.
That's good. And finally, Jessica, the closet hockey fan, would like to know, do you think it's harder to break into the professional wrestling industry because you're a woman? Straight to the point.
Yeah, he is on this.
Yeah.
Question time.
Exactly.
I don't think it's hard, I would say, but I think it's obviously a smaller group of girls because there's less matches. It's a lot, I'd say it's very competitive.
Yep.
But I don't think it's hard so much, but I think they are looking now for girls who don't just look good and all that, but are athletic and really, really can perform. They're not just going through the motions and it's rubbish matches.
Yeah.
They are looking for people who are going to push the boundaries of what the girls are doing and really keep this momentum with this Divas Revolution thing going and just keep going up from there.
No, I completely agree, and I think the roles are changing now, which is good. Men,
No,
women,
exactly.
anything else. If you've got the talent, they'll look at you, which I think is good.
So hopefully if I'm athletic enough,
I'm sure you
we'll
are.
get into it.
I'm sure you are. Jessica, thanks so much for your time. Where can everyone find you on Twitter, Instagram, social media? Where are you?
Twitter and Instagram are both Jessica_Rose_UK. So
That's it.
Yeah,
Nice and
easy.
easy. So go follow Jessica, follow her wrestling journey. And I've been Simon from WhatCulture. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I guess we'll see you again very soon.
hopefully.